Now in front of the spherical mirrors, if you keep any object, it will form images. We can observe the images in the mirrors, same as in plane mirrors. But in spherical mirrors, the image properties may be of different. So to understand the properties of the images, we can draw the ray diagrams. By drawing the ray diagrams, we can understand the properties of images formed by the spherical mirrors. First of all, to draw the ray diagrams, we have to follow some rules. According to the rules, we can draw the ray diagrams. So what are the rules? Let us see that. So first one, when light ray is passing parallel to the principal axis. For example, if you consider a concave mirror here, this is a concave mirror, this is pole, this is principal axis, pole, this is focus, this is center of curvature. Now a light ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis, this is the principal axis. If you take a light ray passing parallel to the principal axis, after reflection compulsory it passes through the focus. This is the first rule. Means whenever you take a parallel line means which is a light ray, the light ray which is passing parallel to it, compulsory you have to draw it. The reflected ray should passes through the focus. Here to show the ray, you have to compulsory mention with the arrow mark. This arrow mark is showing this direction. This side is coated. It is coated. Means when this side it is working as a reflecting surface, so it reflects back the reflected light ray passing through the focus. This is the first rule. For the concave mirror also, this is concave mirror. For convex mirror also you can write concave mirror. For convex mirror, if you take convex mirror like this, so here pole, this is focus, this is center of curvature. Now a light ray is passing like this. This is the reflecting surface. This side it is coated. Then the other side works as a reflecting surface. Here also I consider one light ray which is passing parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, what happens? It appears to pass through this. Means it reflects back like this, but it passes through this focus. So whatever it may be, this is concave mirror, this is convex mirror. In concave mirror or convex mirror, the light ray passing parallel to the principal axis, after reflection passes through the focus. Here it appears to pass through the focus. And second rule, exactly opposite to this. Again, if you take one concave mirror, this is a concave mirror, this is principal axis, pole, focus, center of curvature. Now I will take one light ray which is passing through the focus. This is the light ray passing through the focus. After reflection, it passes parallel to the principal axis. Passes parallel to the principal axis, exactly opposite to the first rule. So this is concave mirror. If you take a convex mirror also, here this is the convex mirror. Again principal axis, pole, focus, center of curvature. Now a light ray which is passing through the focus means it is inside the mirror. So this is the reflecting surface. So you have to take the light ray which is incidented here. After reflection, it passes parallel to the principal axis. This is the second rule. And third rule, a light ray which is passing through the center of curvature. Again I will take concave mirror, pole, this side it is coated, the other side working as a reflecting surface. This is focus, this is center of curvature. A light ray which is passing through the center of curvature. Through the center of curvature means it is nothing but the radius of the sphere. If you imagine the sphere, it is passing through the center of curvature means compulsory it is radius of the sphere. So then the reflected ray passes through the same path. Why? Because it is incidented parallelly. When it is incidented parallelly, angle of incidence and angle of reflection both are same, and this is 0. Angle of incidence and angle of reflection is 0. So the reflected ray passing through the same path, or we can call it as it retraces the same path. You have to remember that light ray which is passing through the center of curvature, again retraces the same path. So this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. In the same way for convex mirror also. For convex mirror, this side it is coated, again this is principal axis, pole, center of curvature, focus, this is center of curvature. Now you have to consider a light ray which is passing through center of curvature. So through center of curvature means here I am taking. So why? Because this is the reflecting surface. So again the light ray reflects back. If you extend this, it passes through the center of curvature. So this is for convex mirror. So these three rules we have to use to draw the ray diagrams to understand the properties of images formed by spherical mirrors. Another rule also you can remember that is nothing but, for example, here if you consider a concave mirror, this is pole, focus, center of curvature. A light ray is incidented exactly at the pole. This is incident ray. This side it coated, this side it is working as a reflecting surface. This is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. So here angle of incidence how much it is here, angle of reflection also same. According to the laws of reflection, angle of incidence and angle of reflection are same. So that rule also we can use to draw the ray diagrams. Okay.